spot. I might go by the beach or maybe up to the mountains or something. Pretty much I'm just gonna do a little walk around of the car, show you guys everything that I've done to the car, how I did it, and what I still want to do pretty much before I try to sell the car. There are a few things that it needs, but I'm just taking it little by little. I'm not made of money, so we're getting it done. It's definitely looking a lot better and it's looking really clean. So let's go for a drive and I'll show you guys the car. Alright, so I'm gonna turn around a little up ahead and I think I'm gonna go back there. I saw a nice little spot back there, so I'm gonna turn around and go get that spot. Alright, we made it to the little spot. So I'm gonna start with the things that I still want to do to the car. I still want to paint the wheels. I want them to match the same color as the interior. I'm waiting for a cowl to get here. I think it should come in the mail today or tomorrow. So I'm waiting for a cowl to get here so we can mold that onto the hood and cover up all this mess right here that you see over the intake. We did that to get the intake to fit because there was issues there with fitment. So obviously, you know, the engine's not small. I put the bright seats in it. I'm still waiting on a seat harness to get here for the passenger side so I could do some ride-alongs. And what else am I waiting for? I'm gonna change these tires because these tires are all bald on the inside. The alignment was hella fucked up when I got the car. It had like extended tie rods or something, and I had to shorten them to fit and do the alignment properly. So yeah, other than that, I've got to fix the rattling on the exhaust. Yeah, that's pretty much it from what I want to do to it. The cowl is the most important thing right now. I want to fix that hood and cover up that ugly hole. But these are LRB panels. All these panels right here are from LRB Speed. And I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just like the panels. I got them for my SC300 and I really like them. I got some used bright seats for my SC300 that I threw in this. So my SC300 got the seat out of this, and now I don't have a passenger seat, but that's not an issue because that's my drift car. Oh, another thing I want to do to this is put a new hood latch in because I've got a zip tie tied to it right now. That's how I open my hood. Let me go ahead and grab the hood prop. Got a custom hood prop that I use here. So most of you have already seen this car in person, but for the ones watching online, it's a 5.3 liter out of a 2006 Chevy Silverado. A lot of the brackets came from ICT Billet. I just ordered those online. The power steering, alternator brackets, this idler pulley bracket. So all the brackets are from ICT Billet. Motor mounts are custom motor mounts that were cut to fit and welded onto the stock subframe. I didn't use an aftermarket subframe. Stock one did fine and it's doing fine. The mounts are solid. The exhaust system, the 5.3, they're stock 5.3 manifolds, so the stock manifolds that came out of the truck went back onto this engine, but they're facing the opposite way, sitting on opposite sides. So the exhaust dumps forward, comes back around this side, and the passenger side, it's connected right there with the Y. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that dumps out to the back into a 2.5-inch MagnaFlow, and it keeps the car very quiet. I didn't care too much about the restriction. Power isn't the goal here. The car's already fun as it is with just the stock motor, so power wasn't a problem here. It makes plenty of power. The car's very fun. All the accessories are from an LS1. The radiator is a little too small. Well, the radiator's fine, but the fans are a little too weak. It only cools down when I'm driving the car pretty fast, like over 40 miles an hour. But I think some stronger fans will be just fine on this thing. The harness is a Holley Terminator X harness. So it's got the self-learning computer. You just put in your parameters and that's it. Coolant reservoir is just an aluminum reservoir for a stock location Miata. The transmission is a CD009 out of a 350Z, and it's bolted on with a Siki manufacturing adapter plate. And I've just got like a stage 1 clutch in there, nothing fancy. The car's only making around 300 horsepower from what factory says they make, so it's not much. Stock LS1 intake and stock LS1 oil pan off of a Camaro. So oil pan and the intake here, intake manifolds, are off of a Camaro LS1. Aftermarket dipstick, I don't remember the company for that. Stock Miata throttle cable right there. What else do we have on here? So the clutch line I used is just a clutch line that runs to the slave cylinder it's from an SC300. It was just the right length to reach down to the cylinder, and this is a stock Miata master cylinder for those of you wondering. Stock brake system also. So I mean, as long as you're not driving like a fucking maniac down the road, the brakes do just fine. They stop the car like if it was a normal engine in it. Just don't drive 150 miles an hour down the road and expect to stop on stock brakes, you know? There's limits to these things. But the suspension stock, the brakes are stock. Just got aftermarket coilovers. I don't know what brand. They came on the car when I got it. And in the back, in the trunk stock location, I've just got an aftermarket Optima battery mounted in. And that's all wired to a fuse box that runs all the power distribution in the stock location. Actually, it's not in the stock location. It's underneath the footrest here. So there's like an aluminum plate here that covers the fuse box and everything. And that powers my lights and all that stuff. I've got those neon lights that glow in the hood, glow under the hood, and they glow under the car. So yeah, it looks pretty cool at night. I'll take some pictures and post them in the end of the video. This is probably getting close to the end of the video right here. Oh yeah, the rear end is a Cadillac CTS rear end. It's a 8.8 get rag diff. It's supposed to be an LSD, but it seems like it only spins one wheel the last time I tried it, so I'm not trying to do that anymore. But I was a little bummed out because I bought an LSD. It says it's an LSD on the tag, and it's probably just worn out. It was a used differential, so you get what you pay for. But yeah, the car's really fun either way. Really like these phone panels. And this panel is just a switch panel I ordered off Amazon because I wanted a phone charger on here and a power outlet. And I just cut that to fit. The shift surround is from LRB Speed, and you use the stock fabric, whatever this is called. I don't remember the bezel, shifter bezel, I think. But I really like those panels. Again,